Hello and welcome to Out and About. I'm Diane Gonzalez. The Lincoln Artists Guild is celebrating its 95th anniversary this year by starting a new art and music series for the community. Every month the group will present new art and live music free to the public. And joining me to talk about the Guild and about the new series is Jan Blank. She's the current treasurer of the Lincoln Artists Guild. Jan, thank you very much. I did not realize that this group has been around since 1920.
Right.
My goodness. Tell us a little bit more about the Guild and what members, what opportunities they have.
Well, we have a monthly meeting and we try to have some sort of a mini workshop each time. So it's just not all business. In fact, we try to have the board meeting earlier and then the regular meeting just kind of fun and learn new things. Refreshments and so on, and we have about 75 members. Of course, they don't all come at the same time, but the meetings are the first Tuesday of each month at the Capital City Christian Church. And
so basically your goal is just to promote art and help visual artists who are here in the community.
right, and the surrounding area. We do participate with some of the outside shows. Seward has one in July that we go to, and so we really just try to promote art in the vicinity.
Now you have a wide variety of artists who are members of your group. You yourself, you are a painter. Tell us what some of the other artists, what kind of work they do.
Oh my goodness, we have anything and everything. We have a gentleman that does beautiful wire trees, sculptures, metal sculptures in coppers and silvers and golds, beautiful things. We have some woodworking artists. We did have several potteries, people who made pottery. I don't know that we do right now, but we promote whatever anyone wants to do.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the art and music series, and I should tell you we're going to be scrolling the schedule on the screen as we talk about the different music groups that are coming to perform. Where did you get the idea for this series?
Well, actually, we were invited to have our gallery at Out of the Box, which is where the old Armstrong Furniture store used to be.
Basically 48th and R.
48th and R. Mm-hmm. And the owners are just very good about allowing us to hang our paintings. There's a 20,000 square foot area that we can mainly use the walls. They have reclaimed furniture and architectural effects and that sort of thing. So they've got the floors full. They have lighting hanging from the ceilings, but nothing much on the walls. So they offered that to us and we're just thrilled. We've been there, we just celebrated our year anniversary, and we did have music last year also with our first Friday, but we didn't really promote it very much. And we didn't always get a group in soon enough and that sort of thing. So one of our members is from Omaha, and she had done a lot of getting music entities together and having concerts, and so she's sort of the person that instigated this year, Lois Rude, and she's contacted many cultural organizations, so that's why the Irish and other things that are very different. So we're hoping that will draw more people to us.
Well, the Lincoln Artists Guild Art and Music Series, 5 to 8 p.m. The music starts at 6. It's the fourth Friday of the month until November and December, and then because of the holidays, it's the third Friday of the month in November and December. Again, it's Out of the Box, 366 North 8th. And as your variety here is amazing. You've got Irish dancers, you've got an alligator string choir, Native American music, something called the Bohemian Bagpipe Band that I've got to see, ukuleles, early music consort, songwriters, and then a holiday show as well. What a great variety of music.
And I'd like to add, too, that each month on that fourth Friday, last year it was First Friday, and we were competing with the galleries in the Haymarket. Didn't feel that was quite fair. So having it on the fourth Friday this year, and we're featuring artists. So each month we'll have one or two featured artists with their own wall, and they will be either demonstrating or we'll have a poster board to show what their process is. So we're excited about that.
That sounds wonderful. And is a lot of the art for sale?
All of it is for sale.
All of the art is for sale.
We don't allow it to be hung out of the box unless it's for sale. Once in a while, when we have about 3 or 4 different shows throughout the year where we have a judged show for our own good, and at that time you can have it be not for sale, but only then. And if you want to leave it out of the box, then it has to go on sale.
Now, Out of the Box, of course, is a private business. You do get business support to help your organization.
Well, not necessarily monetarily. However, she's taking a small percentage of the sales, much smaller than most galleries do, so that's a big help to us. And we pretty much just support ourselves. With the amount of people that we have, we're able to do most of what we do with the what they pay to be members and so on.
Now, how long have you been a member?
Of the Lincoln Artists Guild, only since 2011, but I came from McCook. My husband was a dentist in McCook, and I was probably 35 years a member at their McCook Artists Guild. So
this was a natural for you.
Oh, yes.
What do you get out of participating in the Artists Guild?
Well, I think what most artists will tell you is it's not something that they just like to do and it's fun. It's something that we have to do. It's just part of our nature. And so being able to do it with our peers is a great thing. And the many workshops that we have allow the people like myself who maybe don't work in that many different mediums to learn new things. So that's
sounds
always
wonderful.
good.
Again, the Lincoln Artists Guild, their regular meetings are 7 to 9 p.m. on the first Tuesdays of the month at Capital City Christian Church, and you can find out more on their website at lincolnartistsguild.org. Then the new Art and Music series. Again, it's 5 to 8 p.m. with the music starting at 6. Fourth Friday of the month from January through October, and then the third Friday of the month in November and December at Out of the Box. Jan, thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to attending a lot of these very, very interesting music groups. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
When we come back, Jeff Mull will join us from the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau. Stay with us.
This city isn't what outsiders think. Lincoln has always had the reputation of being a sleepy Midwest city, but not the type of place people think about living, especially young people. We've just never really been the place people dream about. That's about to change. It's time to change perceptions. Exciting things are happening in our city, big things. Our spirit has a renewed sense of energy, and there's enthusiasm in our collective voice. You can feel it in the streets, see it on the skyline, hear it in the ideas of our young entrepreneurs and creative class. This might be a quiet, laid-back city, but it's buzzing with a flourishing economy and a rich, vibrant culture. Be young. Have a booming career, raise a family. You can do it all here, and it just keeps getting better. We're the crossroads of blue skies and bustling progress, the sweet spot of balanced living. It feels good to be here, to be a part of it. In Lincoln, life is right. Now, it's time to let the world know.
Welcome back to Out and About, and Jeff Mull joins us now from the Convention and Visitors Bureau, and I have something to start with. I want people to put this date on their calendars.
All right, here we go.
It's the 15th annual Abraham Lincoln Birthday Celebration, Sunday, February 22nd at Lincoln Southwest High School, and we've got quite a program planned this year. It is the 150th anniversary of late Abe Lincoln's death.
Okay.
So the official museum in Springfield has produced a new play. We are going to be the first city outside of Springfield to have this play.
That's exciting.
Yes, it's
15
very cool.
years, we at least should get that.
That's right.
That's a big deal.
Right. So yeah, it's Sunday, February 22nd, Lincoln Southwest High School, and there'll be more information posted on the website. And we'll talk about it again next month too. I just wanted people to know it was going on and get it on their calendar.
It's a very
so.
educational event. Not only is it very informative as far as just the significance of Abraham Lincoln, but the education that happens there and the hands-on interactive activities for the kids. It's a lot of fun, and thanks to everything that you do to help make that event happen.
It's one of the fun things I get to work
That's
on.
exactly
in
it.
addition to these interviews,
Oh,
Jeff.
I was hoping you and I had. Yeah.
Well, basketball is not the only game in town. We've got some indoor track and field coming up. Back-to-back invitationals at the Devaney.
Yeah, we've got the University of Nebraska Indoor Track and Field. This is the Holiday Inn Invitational. We've been talking about this for years. And Huskers' first meet of the season will occur. 17 teams will be competing. And then we'll roll that over to Nebraska Wesleyan's Indoor Track and Field meet. This is the Nebraska Wesleyan Invitational. This is a great event to come watch some Division III schools. So a couple great varying levels of track and field athletics.
Did you do track and field?
Only when I had to.
Only when you had to.
Testing, the presidential award, things like that I don't think, received as a kid.
I never got to do the indoor stuff. That seems like it'd be a lot easier.
You were all
than
outdoor?
Fighting the elements, yeah.
The rope climb killed me.
I don't think that's a recognized event.
Not anymore.
Okay.
No, not because little Jeff Mull couldn't get up the rope.
Okay, let's just move on from there. You do bowl, however.
Yes, I do.
I bet these high school bowlers are better than both of us.
That is very true. The Nebraska High School Bowling Federation State Championships will occur at Sun Valley Lanes, Hollywood Bowl, as well as Parkway Lanes, and this is a great opportunity to recognize those athletes that have focused their talents on bowling.
Yes, it's something I've never quite been able to get the handle on.
Yeah,
so.
it varies.
Big stuff happening at the Event Center. A couple of annual favorites. The Husker Toy and Buckle Show is coming up the 18th.
9 states represented, over 200 tables with tractors, Hot Wheels, and much, much more. Check out the new attraction this year will be a farm display, something a little bit different, and a lot of great room out at the Lancaster Event Center. Come out and do some shopping, do some sightseeing, and just have a great time.
And then the Home and Garden Show, of course, is coming up in mid-February, and that's always a huge event out there. 300 businesses are showing their good stuff and hoping you will improve your home with their products.
That's right, and this is brought to you by the Home Builders Association of Lincoln. You can bring a can of food for $1 off admission, and just a lot of great things to dream about. As we tape at 7 degrees out right now, I think we're looking at 5 maybe tomorrow. So thinking about spring and thinking about the Home Builders Show is something definitely to look forward to.
Absolutely. Now we've got the Keystone Light Friends of the Bob and Tom Show Comedy Tour. That's a really long title, but this is a big show coming up at the Rococo.
Yeah, this is the 9th year they've actually been doing the Bob and Tom Tour on the road. It's been in Lincoln a few times since then, and this will be hosted by Bob and Tom's own Chick McGee, and they'll bring with them Bob and Tom comedians David Dyer, Tim Cavanaugh, and Dwight Slade. If you've ever listened to the show, it's hilarious. It's a great way to kickstart your morning. Great chance to see those folks on stage at the Rococo.
But Bob and Tom will not be here.
They will not be, but
It is
Chick will.
comedians who are featured on
Yeah.
their show.
And one of the hosts that, if you listen to the show, Chick McGee, is one that they talk to quite a bit. So that's a very recognizable name.
There is some adult language. You should do a warning there.
Okay.
And you will not find that adult language at Passport to Play.
That's
at the
good transition. I like
Children's
it.
Museum.
This is the Passport to Play. This is the second annual event introducing children to various cultures from around the world and celebrates people of diverse backgrounds who live right here in Lincoln. We're a very diverse community. This is a great chance to discover that.
Absolutely. Now let's move on to some theater. Starting off the year, the Playhouse is presenting a hysterical thriller, The Game's Afoot.
Yeah, and Sherlock Holmes isn't just a masterpiece theater production. This is something a little bit different. Author Ken Ludwig combines murder, mystery, mayhem, madcap adventure into hysterical thriller where people are invited to this gentleman's house and crazy things occur and ensue. But yeah, Sherlock Holmes ends up coming back to play in the end.
Some very interesting characters in this one,
Yeah,
that's
I
for sure.
was reading into that a little bit.
Avenue Q is coming back to Tada. I saw this the first time it was at Tada.
Right.
It was so good. This is a production that's really fun to see in that smaller space because you're really close with the puppets and the real people, and
Yeah.
highly recommended.
And this is backed by popular demand. I think a lot of people saw it the first time around, and this is the story of a recent college grad, Princeton, who moves into a shabby New York apartment all the way out on Avenue Q. most colorful people that you will ever see in your life will appear in this. So it's just a lot of great humor. Thank you, Bob Brook, and everybody over at Tada.
And we should mention this was a big hit on Broadway. It won a Tony for Best Musical, Best Score, Best Book. So it's a very special show.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. Wesleyan has 2 productions sort of going on at the same time at the same theater. So this is interesting. The first is The Servant of Two Masters, an 18th century Italian comedy.
Chaos rules when the comically Ravenous lead in this production schemes to double his wages and meals by secretly serving 2 masters.
That sounds interesting.
Yes, and the second production, right?
Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike. This was, the Wesleyan is doing this production that was also featured by the Repertory Theater last summer, and it's a really, really fun show.
It's another Tony Award-winning Broadway production, and it's a story of a sibling rivalry, insecurity, and exhibitionism, throwing hilarious sparks along the way. 2 very good back-to-back productions, Miller Theater and Nebraska Wesleyan.
And there's also some fun costumes in that because they go to a Halloween party. So, yeah. It's very
Have you ever seen the back of the house at some of these places? All the costumes that they have? Wow.
a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
Let's move on to some music. The Nebraska Jazz Orchestra is featuring an international trumpet artist, and also the Young Lions All-Star Band.
That's right, and the Nebraska Jazz Orchestra featuring Kelly Rossum, internationally known trumpet artist, the Young Lions All-Star Band, select group of high school and college students, all on one stage. Cornhusker Marriott's been doing more and more with the theater and music, so something a little bit different there.
Mm-hmm. The Baltimore Consort is doing a special Valentine's Day. It's the night before, but it's a Valentine's Day show at the Sheldon with the Baltimore Consort.
The consort will explore the music of love and dance related to the Bard of Avon, and the arrangements are early music from England, Scotland, France, Spain, Nova Scotia, and the Appalachian Mountains. Good variety.
This is sort of backed by popular demand as well. I guess they were here in 2004. There is a pre-concert lecture before the concert and also a reception afterwards, so it should be a good way to, very romantic evening at the Sheldon.
Good date night.
Lots going on at the Lead Center as they continue their big anniversary year. Starting off with a great event for kids.
Yeah, this is Jim Henson's Dinosaur Train Live. So you know there's going to be some great puppetry, some great action, great motion going on, and magical special effects, full-size replica train, and unique hybrid puppeteered costume characters. Come early for Fan Fest. This is another event that you can bring the family early, have some sodas, have some food, and enjoy the production itself.
A big musical coming then January 23rd and 24th with Anything Goes.
All aboard for one of the greatest musicals in theater history. Did you know that?
I did know that.
One of the greatest ones. Anything Goes is the winner of the 2011 3 Tony Award-winning awards in 2011, and this is a great first-class comedy, some of musical theater's most memorable standards as well.
I Get a Kick Out of You, which is true, but also one of the songs. So.
Well, anything goes.
Classical Greats is coming on January 31st. This is a Lincoln Symphony Orchestra concert.
Yeah, and they will share the stage with the Lincoln Youth Symphony, perform the overture to Rossini's La Gesa Ladra. A lot of fun going on, and this is a great one. They'll be accompanied by the #1 pianist on U.S. Billboard Classical Chart, as well as the second half of concert features Schubert's challenging Symphony D 944.
Now we should mention at this point that there may be some mispronunciations in the next few entries here. We are not quite sure how to pronounce a few things, but we're going to give it a good try. The next one is Diavolo.
Diavolo.
We'll find out.
All right.
Brace yourself as they push the boundaries of dance, however they're pronounced.
This show will also feature cleverly mixed acrobatics and architectural engineering in a thrilling and gravity-defying experience and performance. That sounds like a lot on the Lead Center stage. If you can get over the pronunciation, this does sound like an amazing event.
Our apologies to this world-class dance group. One of the top American orchestras, probably the top American orchestra, is coming to Lincoln for the first time, and this is going to be a really special night at the Lead.
The Chicago Symphony Orchestra you must be speaking about, and they're hailed as the top American orchestra by International Music Authority Gramophone magazine. Very high standards there. And the Fifth Symphony will join along with Richard Strauss and Franz Schubert in the remarkable concert. Leading baritone soloist Matthias, let's go with Gournay.
I'm not sure.
A lot of fun. This should be a lot of fun. It's a lot of talent that I think is somewhat unique to Lincoln. So Again, we do apologize for the pronunciations, but there's just a lot going on at the Lead Center, and thanks to Bill Steffen and his entire crew for bringing this stuff into Lincoln.
Swan Lake is coming, and we do know how to pronounce Balanchine.
We got Balanchine.
We got Balanchine. His muse, Suzanne Farrell, is bringing her ballet company from the Kennedy Center to Nebraska.
First time this performance of the Swan Lake headlines the evening. This one-act enchanting story is performed to the original
Tchaikovsky.
Thank you, score. A lot of fun, Lead Center. Pick out at least 2 of these events. We talked about 3, 4, maybe 5 here. Pick out 2 events that you've never seen before and go enjoy the Lead Center.
All right, that's it. We're at the end of our list.
We
but
made it.
There are many, many more
There
events
are.
going on in Lincoln, and if people want to find out more, what do they do?
You can log on to lincoln.org. We have a very event-heavy website. Our mobile app as well is out there. Or you can give us a call at 434-5348. That will ring you to our visitor center down at 7th and P. We do have regular hours Monday through Sunday, so stop down and say hi.
Big new year underway.
It is. I'm excited about it. We're looking forward to State Games of America coming
That's
in July,
right.
so we'll talk a lot about that in the coming months.
That event has been years in the works.
It has
so-
been, and just a lot of hard work and effort. And you remember back to what we did with Special Olympics in 2010. I have no doubt that we'll do a, if not the same, if not a better job with this event this year.
And the difference is Pinnacle Bank Arena, some other new venues, so
Yeah.
it'll be a big year.
Yeah, I have heard a lot of people talk about family in town over the holidays. Couldn't believe Pinnacle Bank Arena, couldn't believe the rail yard, couldn't believe the invigoration, P Street and the art that's in this community. So we have a lot to be proud of over the last 12 months to really what we've built Lincoln into. And it's more of a destination than it was even a year ago today.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
You bet.
Jeff. And speaking of Pinnacle Bank Arena, Tom Lorenz will join us with what's new at the arena right after this.
This city isn't what outsiders think. Lincoln has always had the reputation of being a sleepy Midwest city, but not the type of place people think about living, especially young people. We've just never really been the place people dream about. That's about to change. It's time to change perceptions. Exciting things are happening in our city, big things. Our spirit has a renewed sense of energy, and there's enthusiasm in our collective voice. You can feel it in the streets, see it on the skyline, hear it in the ideas of our young entrepreneurs and creative class. This might be a quiet, laid-back city, but it's buzzing with a flourishing economy and a rich, vibrant culture. Be young, have a booming career, raise a family. You can do it all here, and it just keeps getting better. We're the crossroads of blue skies and bustling progress, the sweet spot of balanced living. It feels good to be here, to be a part of it. In Lincoln, life is right. Now, it's time to let the world know.
Welcome back to Out and About, and Tom Lorenz joins us now from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Tom, you'll be happy to know, I know took me too long to do this. I finally went to my first basketball game New Year's Eve.
Well, it's about time.
I know. It was really wonderful. I can see why the arena was named as the best venue for college basketball.
It is so much fun. The sight lines are terrific, and the excitement is really, really big. With the lighting, the special kind of almost an NBA type of lighting at the beginning. The cheerleaders, the band is mic'd. It's just everything is really, really fun there. The video board adds so much because, and I know you were sitting a little higher up, and you can still see the floor great.
Oh, absolutely.
But the video board adds all the little detail for the replays, and it's been a tremendous place. And not only do we have the honor of being named one of the best places to play college basketball, we talk to the ESPN guys and the CBS people and everybody else. The crews love coming there. It works out great logistically, and so we're really happy to have Husker basketball.
The only problem I had was there were people leaving early, and I just don't understand that. There's no reason to leave early. They need to stick around a little longer and have some fun in the
Games aren't that
Haymarket.
long, and stay there and cheer them right on to the end, win or lose. So
That's right.
Yeah.
And there's so much to do.
there is, and we always tell people to come early and stay late. So you come to the Haymarket area, you can get early, park, go have a beverage before, get something, go have some dinner afterwards. There's lots of things to do. And I think people are sort of changing their habits and doing exactly that. So,
And that reserved parking is really nice.
with all the new parking down there, and and if you don't have reserved parking, go over to the festival space, easy in and easy out over there. The cost is low, so lots of opportunities, and it's been wonderful. It just keeps getting better.
All right, we've got A big concert edition to announce, and that is March 15th. Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band.
It's great to have Bob here. You know, we listen to his songs, and it's going to be an all hits night. I mean, it's, you know, song after song that everybody knows. You know, Bob went out on tour a couple years back. They were highly successful. He's back out again now. The tour's selling great. We've been working on this show for a while, and to be able to finally announce it was terrific. And
I noticed one of the magazine writers described Bob Seger as much cooler than you think, which I thought was kind of funny.
you know, 69-year-old guy, he's still pretty cool.
Well,
so
he's a rock icon.
he is, you know, and he was out there and really a road dog. I mean, the guy was out for a long, long time, and the live shows are just outstanding. So, you know,
Didn't he just sell out Madison Square Garden?
yeah, and you know, that's nice when they come from Madison Square Garden out to Lincoln, Nebraska, and they see, you know, if not as good a production and greater crowds. You know, the artists don't just like the building, man, they love the crowds here. People react well. We got that from McCartney. We've gotten that from so many different artists, that the Lincoln crowd just, you know, is into it and responds. It makes it a fun night for them too.
Another big event you have coming up early in the month is the inaugural gala and dinner and celebration. That's the first time ever.
First time ever
Arena.
at Pinnacle Bank Arena, and you know, we're very honored to have that. You know, it's all about Nebraska is really the theme, and it's wonderful. We've been able to incorporate menu items from Nebraska, some different proteins, and some different smaller vendors that are providing desserts and things like that. Really kind of pushing the farm to fork concept there. You know, the governor is making sure that this is an all Nebraska type thing, that it reaches out to everyone in the state. We're honored to do it, and it'll be a very, very fun night.
Harlem Globetrotters are returning January 16th, and they always draw a crowd.
They do, and you know that they're great athletes, but they have so much fun doing what they do. And you know, I think I'm guessing other NBA players and everything just sort of probably practice those shots when in their off times, you know, to do some of the things that they do. Great family entertainment. I hope people do come down. It's something you can see over and over again. You'll see some differences in the program from year to year. What a great night.
Now, last year was the first year the Chocolate Lovers Fantasy was held at the arena. It must have gone well because it's coming back, and this is a fundraiser for Lincoln Teammates.
Lincoln Teammates, and it's put on by the Haymarket Association, and you know, those are our neighbors. Those are our peeps down there. So no, it's fun to have them there. You know, lots of variety. Who doesn't like chocolate? You know, it's even kind of healthy. So
That's
you know,
right. The
yeah,
dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate, yeah,
Very healthy.
and you know, light, dark. It's all healthy stuff. So it'll be fun to have that, and lots of variety. It's a fun thing, and it's right around that Valentine's Day. So you know, do that, and then still take your sweetheart out for Valentine's.
Life in Color, the world's largest paint party, is coming up, and there's an outstanding picture on the Pinnacle Bank Arena website of a woman getting drenched in pink paint.
Pink paint from last year. It you know, it sounds weird, but it's so much fun. You know, the music, it's EDM music. It's really good. You know, they'll always have top acts that come out and do it. So just as a concert alone, it's a terrific evening. And then when you add the paint to it, it just makes it very interactive. And you know, it's probably I probably won't be out there on the floor, you know, directly with the paint, but I'll be around the perimeter making sure it all goes well.
I hope you at least get a few splatters
You
on
know,
you.
you can't but help it. But and for all those people that are worried, it cleans up really easy. So we're in good shape.
Florida Georgia Line, the CMA Vocal Duo of the Year.
One of the hottest, if not the hottest, country band out there right now. And these guys are so good. I mean, they write songs that have tremendous hooks and great lyrics. They're very visual. Lots of video with this. So, you know, and the show sold out in one day. We got calls from across the nation from agents and everything that congratulated the quick sellout. Lincoln's on everyone's map, and thank you, Lincoln, for supporting that stuff. And, you know, it'll be a fun night.
Well, I know the tennis community is quite excited about the April 1st event, featuring some of the greats, including Nebraska native Andy Roddick.
You know, it's been a long time since Lincoln did a big-time tennis event like this, and probably back to the days of Bobby Riggs and Billie Jean King. But these guys are good. I mean, these, you know, they may not be playing, you know, the current pro circuit, but they're still that quality. And it's always fun. You know, it's amazing to, you know, when you watch an NBA player or you watch a pro tennis player, the speed and the accuracy and the power that these guys have. to be up close at close to courtside on this. Lots of good tickets still available. It's selling very well though. We're I think second in the nation as far as this little tour.
Great.
So thank you for again the Lincoln tennis community. And if you're not a tennis player, come in and see it anyway. It's and it also helps support the new construction and out at Woods Park. A great project, and so the more interest that we can bring to tennis and the more we can highlight that, the better off we all are.
And this just in, Sesame Street is coming back.
Sesame Street will come to Pinnacle Bank Arena. The shows will be in late April. We'll have on sale information here very, very quickly. Probably by the time a couple days after this is showing, we'll have the information out. So we're really happy to have that back. A lot of the events we do are family events, and we're trying, one of the things that we wanted to see more of was more family-oriented type things, and Sesame Street falls right into that. They've been here in Lincoln for so many years. Bring your kids year to year. It's fun for mom and dad because there's that second level of comedy there that it's fun to watch, and it's one of those experiences that kids talk about for a long time.
And something new for families at Pinnacle Bank Arena is the Bryan Health Nursing Nook. We just recently cut the ribbon on that. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's a very exciting new addition. That we've had some community members that talk to us about having a private and clean and nice area for nursing moms to either breastfeed or to pump. And in an arena like that, you want to have someplace that's a non-restroom area and something that's very private. So we looked at different opportunities. Bryan Health came forward and helped fund this. The JPA picked up the balance of that, and we were able to bring in a nursing nook. It's made by a company called Mamava. They're out of Vermont, and they provide solutions for nursing moms. It's a wonderful opportunity for us to have it. This is the first one in the nation, first arena in the nation to have one of these locations out there. I think the mayor said today there's only 7 of them.
There's actually it's
11.
the 11th.
11.
The
That's
11th in the
there.
nation. Yeah.
That's not many, and the idea is that we have so many events that are family friendly, and we want moms and nursing moms to be able to feel as comfortable in the building as anyone else. This is a nice opportunity for them to have that area, and we hope that it just really shows, especially with Bryan Health, what health means in the community and what their commitment is to it. And they made a great commitment to us, and it was an honor to be part of that.
It's always exciting to have you on, Tom. You always have something new to tell us.
Fun, cool stuff. We get to
Yeah.
we have a great job, and this is a tremendous community to live in, Diane. So happy New Year to everyone.
That's
and
right.
Thank you.
All right. We will visit with you again next month.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you will stay busy.
I'll be back, and I'll have gotten a couple nights sleep between now and then. So
Make sure you check out pinnaclebankarena.com. Make sure you check out the picture of the paint party. That is looks like quite a messy and fun event. Again, pinnaclebankarena.com is the website. Thank you very much, Tom. And that is all for this month's Out and About show. I want to thank all our guests today. Now, if you missed any of the events, stay tuned. We'll be running a list again right after this show. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you out and about.